This is the Violent Professional Podcast brought to you by AriesClothing.com.
Now we can talk.
Hooray.
You're like, why are you putting your fucking fingers in my face?
At least you didn't touch my face.
It's like, shh. Just be quiet for a second. The intro's playing.
No, you just don't say anything. Just it's just like, weird.
He does weird shit on the podcast. We just gotta take it. So this is a shock that we're doing this episode, whatever it is, 35. No, it's not 35.
No,
dude. When I'm populating the metadata in the podcast after I edit them, like I've been going backwards in our order sequence. Like the one that is coming out in 2 weeks, I think I put 34, and I look back, I'm like, that's fucking 10 episodes ago. What are you doing? I'm forgetting all about like where we're at with this.
Losing track.
Yeah, I think normal podcasts have people do that shit for them, and they just talk. But
oh yeah,
so
you gotta fucking take a wall and just make tallies.
Yeah, that would be cool. Put up like how they used to do in World War II, like all the planes they'd shoot down.
Yep.
Except it's way lamer and not cool like that. It's just a fucking podcast. It's like
we're not killing any planes.
Yeah, killing brain cells. What are we podcasting about today? I wrote some stuff down.
Just some shit, man.
Some shit,
some current events, and some weird shit happening.
Yeah, some fucking paranoia in the world. People are idiots. Like,
yeah,
going on
absolutely.
I think
paranoia, and
I've been getting a lot of exposure to people lately, like more than usual, and it's like the crazies are coming out.
Oh yeah,
it makes me think about fucking coronavirus.
Are you talking real exposure, like face-to-face exposure? Are you talking?
No, that's like I don't have that much anymore. You know, I used to do like the videos, the Coors Light videos, and people would recognize me. But like this is the most, like the podcast, the most exposure as far as me, because I found like all those rants and shit that everybody loves so much. It's like I gotta focus that maybe on the podcast as opposed to wasting content on people. I just want to go like, yeah, who are you talking about? Fuck them, starting fucking wars for me. Like I don't need your help. I could do that myself.
Yeah, and then they start tagging you, which takes up a lot of your
time. It's. I think that's why it really stopped, because it's like the amount of time. Because like anything, like with drama or anything, you get sucked into it, and you're just like, I want to fucking respond. But I've been very good about not responding to shit. The only thing I respond to is like the like stuff like trademark infringement shit that just happened.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, which I sent a message explaining like, hey, cut it out, like, and the person saw it, but they're not responding.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
Oh, fuck.
Shit, if I respond.
I always think, though, like, when I send one of those things, I'm like, what if I get countersued? Like, if I have to, and they're like, no, actually, you are wrong. Like damn it, I miscalculated that.
If they are doing that stuff on social media, they're not smart enough to countersue.
Yeah.
In my mind.
The more exposure to people I have also, the dumber I think people are. Like, I don't think I'm a fucking genius by any, like, I have my own strengths mentally.
Smart fucking guy.
I'm okay, but like, it's not like I'm smarter than you. It's just like, God, man, people are fucking retarded. Like some of this shit, like I always think like with social media, like what are people wasting their time doing on there? It fucking blows my mind. Like, when I just had my own account on Facebook or MySpace, so kick it back to there, it was literally to fucking post pictures of shit I was doing for my family and friends, like so they could see.
Yep. And
then it turns into all this, and it's like, man, you got people doing really crazy shit on there.
Oh yeah, yeah, just for that like.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. You know who we haven't talked about quite a bit?
Who's that? Core Concepts.
Core Concepts, man. I sprinkled them in like the last episode when I was talking about the podcast road trip. I sprinkled them in like left and right. I think did you hear all that? Did you listen to that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like all over. I was like, you know who we're meeting down there? Coreconcepts.us. Or that's not even how you do it, but yeah, so
coreconcepts.com.
Core Concepts. They hide things from you. And you're like, hey, where are those things? And they're like, they're hidden.
They're hidden things.
They're hidden things.
Hidden things.
You're like, but I need my appendix, please. I see it in your holster right there.
Not mine. I don't have one.
It's not what they're for.
Wait.
What do you do when you're carrying? Do you go appendix or you do fucking cross?
Well, I have a Core Concepts holster.
So-
Appendix carry.
So you hold it
Sidecar.
near your cockhole?
Yeah, I do. It points straight at my dick.
Okay. I've tried that before and it's like super uncomfortable.
It's not bad.
I mean, I sit down and put the seatbelt over it. I don't carry it like that.
So it really depends on the gun you're carrying.
Yeah.
Depends on if you have a sidecar or not. So I do have a sidecar, and there's a piece of leather right in between the two, like the gun and the mag. So it flexes with you. Not that my body flexes this way.
Yeah.
But it's forming to your body. So the thinner gun that I have is forming to my body a lot better than it did with my Beretta, which is fucking thick fat boy.
I think that's my problem. I got the fucking full size bastard. So it's enormous. It's like, what is that fucking cannon? You're not hiding it from anybody.
Yeah, to appendix carry that would be a pain in the dick.
It was.
So,
but I'm sure that they make something for that would be extremely comfortable over at coreconcepts.us.
Yeah,
coreconceptsus.com. That's probably something else.
Coreconceptsus.com.
It's that fidget spinner company. That's why they have US official on their thing, because it's a fidget spinner company. Shout out to Core Concepts fidget spinners.
You should make a holster for their fidget spinners.
Dude,
maybe they'll
fucking
hook you up.
Logan, make that shit happen, bro. And then send it to them.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fucking dope. You need a quick draw. You need an appendix carry fidget spinner.
So just start spinning two of them.
Fucking spin it. You fucking whip it and spin it.
Dualies.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And now that everybody's listened to the wing episode, they can fucking make wings, spin the tongs, and fucking spin the fidgets. Spidget fidgets.
Make some
Spidget fidgets.
Some tong holsters too.
Oh, dude, tong holsters.
Done.
Getting on the grill, fucking spinning the.
I might have to. I might
This is
have
that tone of voice that I was talking about. Get the fucking tongs, put the tongs in there, fucking spin it, holster that shit up, appendix. Yeah, that'd be really hard. Like I think it would have to be a tube or something. You side.
No, I'll bet you could come up with something. It's probably something where you like collapse it and then put it down and boom, it opens up and just gets
collapsible
stuck
tongs.
Oh man,
get it in there, dude.
Get it in there deep. With coreconceptsus.com
/ tongs.
Hidden tongs.
Hidden tongs. Hidden tongs, bro. Yes. The new slogan for hidden thing or for Core Concepts is hidden tongs.
Hidden tongs.
That's the wing detachment of the fucking thing. So go check them out. coreconceptsus.com. I can't fucking do this, dude.
coreconceptsus.com.
There you go. Use K's instead of C's. Yeah. I realized I'm uninformed about one of the things. Mostly I'm uninformed about everything. I just printed some shit out, but I didn't print out the first topic of conversation.
We become informed.
So we need to look that up. Or we could just talk about it.
Let's talk. We'll look it up at the same time.
For anybody who wasn't in the private conversation between me and Mark, which is fucking all of you, I sent him a video that I saw on the Instagrams. It was a manatee that was fucking gripping this chick who was trying to swim away. I mean, she wasn't swimming towards the manatee, but she was swimming away. It had to be in Florida somewhere because I think that's the only place they exist, right? Are they anywhere else?
I think they're only in Florida. Correct. Or
Why?
in a zoo.
It's like there's a lot of weird shit in Australia, but like the manatees are the Australian animal of fucking Florida.
No. Well, Florida, okay.
You know what I mean? Like they got weird animals.
Yep.
In Australia, like that are nowhere else unless it's a zoo. But now there's a manatee. Like now there's a manatee. I mean, they just created it in a lab.
Oh, there's a Manatee County, and it threw me off for a minute. Rape suspect's mother speaks out after 4 manatee, and that's what I read. I was like, wait, what?
It's a fucking gangbang.
But then it says,
this just gave me the idea. If you're gonna continue what you're saying, and it's a gangbang of manatees on one person, I'm gonna make the image for the promo is gonna be that little white chick with the bunch of black kids around, but it'll be a bunch of manatees behind it. It's already done. It's fucking sold. Sealed the deal,
done.
bro.
Well, I shouldn't be laughing about this, but this is Manatee County students arrested for raping a person.
Oh, well, that's...
Yeah,
thanks for ruining the
sorry.
fucking podcast.
I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, here you go. 400-pound woman survived sexual assault by herd of manatees.
Fucking herd of them. A fucking herd, bro. Yes. Are they? They're floating.
What do you call
aquatic mammalian?
A group of manatees. Is it a herd? Because they call them sea cows, right?
Yeah, but they're not on land. I think a herd of sea cows.
People comment on it. I never knew manatees had gang sex.
It's fucking. What's she doing swimming anyway? Getting a little exercise. Now it turned into sexercise. The thug life, dude. I'm getting so many ideas for this. I'm gonna do the thug life thing for the promo.
Yeah,
like the glasses come down. This fat chick screaming.
Manatees. I saw. Oh, there's a video here. I saw manatees.
Dude, let's look at it.
Gang rape a crippled manatee once.
What? This is a problem. You know, everybody's worried about coronavirus today, which we'll get into.
You should be worried about manatees.
Don't go to Florida. You're going to get raped by manatees. It's 100% accurate.
So I heard a theory back in the day because I am informed about some of this weird shit, right?
It was back in the day, like Tuesday or something?
Back in the day,
like
which was a Wednesday, by the way. No. It was a long time ago. I remember this. You know the theory about, like, mermaids and what the fuck are the sirens? So
those ladies that sit on rocks and scream.
Yeah. So
okay,
that there's a correlation between manatees and that basically. So mermaids, sirens, manatees, put them all together. So sailors from back in the day would try to jump in the water and have sex with these manatees because
they're horny dudes that are on a boat by themselves.
They're horny dudes on a boat.
Months.
And they see a fucking manatee. They're like, I'm going to fuck this thing. For some weird reason, they jump in and they have sex with these manatees because they have lady.
Is that a legend?
They
or
have
is that
lady
fact?
parts. That's supposedly fact. Supposedly, I don't know if that's a thing. But yeah, sailors had sex with manatees because they have parts that are very similar to a female genitalia.
We got man pussy.
They got manapussies.
Manta pussy.
So, yeah, that interesting. I don't know where I remember that from.
This is what I don't fucking get. How they figured that out. How to see a fucking manatee, like, and go, I want to see what that puss looks like. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. If I saw that in the, like, out there back in the day, like the boat times, the pirate ages, I would be scared of that thing. It's a fucking giant hippo in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck are you doing going and licking its labia? It seems ridiculous. But I want to see a picture of a fucking manatee pussy because I'm kind of interested now. And if I ever take a trip to Florida to see those dudes, fucking Florida Man. Is that when it started? Like, Florida Man started back in the boat ages?
They could, I guess. I don't know.
Florida Man cruises boat to Florida to have sex with manatees, the sea cows. Well, that's weird. How many cases of rape have been documented?
Manatee rape?
Manatee rape.
Let's find out.
How do you tell the difference between a fucking man and a woman manatee? Like, I understand how biology works, but manatee biology, it's got to be its own field.
This all comes up with
I could tell by that big giant manatee pussy that looked like a fucking alien dick. Not pussy, alien dick manatee.
Pussy alien dick.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. You just don't know how life works other places. Tardigrades on the moon now.
17th century sailor's confession about rape. Rape of a manatee.
They were raping a manatee.
Raping a
Maybe
manatee.
that's where they learned their style. No one knew that the manatee has a desire for power.
The confession went unseen for more than 300 years because a sailor pasted his second account so neatly over the top of the original that scholars missed it. Weird.
Fucking weird, man. Yeah.
I'm not telling people it was He pasted over the manatee one with an actual woman. So he's like, I raped a manatee, but I raped a girl, so it sounds more normal.
Yeah, so that's acceptable now.
I don't want people to know I raped a fucking animal.
You know who's not able to rape manatees anymore? That's the wrong page. God. Is Mad Mike.
Mad Mike.
He was a flat earther who built his own rocket ship recently.
Good old Mad Mike.
Second attempt, by the way. Second attempt. You could fucking study up on him.
Space cowboy.
Yeah, he's got the world record for the, I think, a limousine. The farthest limousine jump ever.
Oh, I was like, did he have the biggest one?
Yeah, he's got a world record for limo. He one time it's been documented. He went to Florida and had a bunch of manatees in the back. He was bringing to prom.
We could come up with some good imagery for this.
Yeah,
this
and then
podcast.
he fucking raped every single one of them.
Oh,
but he's not doing it anymore.
We'll put him in the place of the blonde girl.
Yeah, I want to say this is all satire or comedy or whatever you want to say. And I don't like catch a case of fucking slander because we said that he was raping manatees in his limo while he jumped it.
He wasn't doing that. He was the daredevil.
Yeah, he's
here's your problem. He was a fucking amateur rocketeer.
I mean, you can't be. I don't feel like you can be amateur rocketeering.
You need to be a professional rocketeer if you're gonna fly 5,000 feet. Was that 5,000 feet?
No, I don't think it was that. But they did write a song about him. Elton John foresaw the future and knew that was going to be about him. But
yes.
So for people that don't understand this dude built a rocket ship. Apparently now it's coming out that he wasn't trying to prove that Earth was flat, but I mean, he's building a fucking rocket, so damage control, right?
Oh, this was supposed to be on the Science Channel. They were documenting
his TV show.
Well, shit, I wonder if they documented that.
He built a rocket, went up in it, and then the parachute blew off, I believe, and he plummeted to Earth.
Yeah, the show is called Homemade Astronauts. So the dude was 64 years old, tragically died while filming the Science Channel's show Homemade Astronauts. He was attempting to launch 5,000 feet into the air on private property near Barstow, California. Oh, he built the rocket himself.
Now that's better.
The Science Channel has yet to comment on whether or not production will continue. Of course.
They're going to put his corpse in there. I'm sure it's blown to smithereens.
There's probably nothing left.
It was not his first attempt. He had another one that he did, and he landed it. It was fine. I think he went to 1,800 feet or some shit, but he had a hard landing. He blew his back out.
Blew that manatee pussy.
He was carrying manatee cargo. Put him in space. You know? Fucking put him up there. Maybe they float around. Manatee in space helmets. Little bubble.
Oh, I like this. This person was commenting on it. This is a 50-50 deal. When you climb inside the rocket, there's a 50% chance.
I don't think that's
you're not going to climb back out.
I don't think 50-50 is a good number. It's probably more like 90. Like a homemade rocket, I'd say you probably have 1% chance of fucking surviving. It's only 50-50 because he survived one of them.
That's crazy.
Homemade rocket.
Stakes and Hughes meant for this launch to be a stepping stone to the creation of what they called their rockoon, a combination of a rocket and balloon. What?
I don't get that at all.
Rocket balloon? How does that fucking work?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
It works somehow.
You know what really happened? This guy was a flat earther, okay?
You're going to give your estimate or your guesstimate on what happened?
He's a flat earther. He gets up there, boom, sees the curvature of the earth. He's like, well, fuck it. Yeah. I was wrong. And just crashes on purpose.
I always think I think it's funny when you like flat earthers and all that stuff. Like, I mean, you went skydiving this past year.
Yeah.
You can see it from there.
Absolutely.
It's like 100%. Like, if you ever have a question, like you're back in fucking
just go jump out of a plane.
You're back in the boat ages cruising down to Florida to get some mana pussy. Like, you might think the earth is flat. You're like, man, that didn't take too long. Only took a few months, and now we're fucking boning some mana pussy. But get up in a fucking rocket balloon, you see it like 3,000 feet up. You're like, oh, it's curved. Like, you go up on a fucking mountain. You climb up a fucking mountain.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn that tone.
How many of those flat earthers have actually done anything like that though?
Dude, it's weird. We like at the drop zone I go to. There's a flat earther that put his fucking stickers up there. Like, he's legit.
What?
And I'm like, how you can fucking look out the window right now, dude, and see that it's curved. Like, it's not a dramatic, like, oh, there, it's a sphere, but you can see it drops slightly. It's not your eyeballs or anything. It's not some optical illusion. And the fucking dumb part is the only people that gain anything by saying it's flat Earth are the people that fucking started it and are making money off of T-shirts and shit. Like, there's nothing to gain for the government going, oh, it's fucking a sphere. It's like there's nothing to gain.
Not at all.
Like,
not at all.
Silly.
And how do they? Yeah. What do they?
Like, there's something to gain off of saying
go drive that way and continue to drive, and then take a boat, and then tell me if you fall off.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who's done it?
It's crazy.
Why is there no evidence?
There's
you got evidence of everything. You got to have evidence of me right now, like a picture somewhere. Like, you know what I mean?
Picture in my mind.
Picture of me entering this studio. You could get that somehow.
No, you can't.
Somebody could.
No, you can't.
God damn it, somebody could.
I mean, you just go to YouTube or Patreon or something like that. But yeah, it's so I was like, I'm like, I don't get how he thinks that. People like it's weird because people laugh at him and shit like that. But
they genuinely believe it though. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's proven that it started on 4chan. Like, somebody made it up. Like, it's like the whole vaccine scare shit. Like, that was a dude that was trying to sell the position of being anti-vax. Like, it's proven through science that vaccines. Like, I said it to a bunch of people, but it's like I would rather have an autistic child. If that was the case, if it was like autism or whatever, I'd rather have an autistic child that's alive than a very, very dead child from measles and all the fucking wackadoos up north.
One that can't exit the bubble they live in.
Yeah, dude. Like,
fucking bubble boy.
Have him fucking be awkward in society and whatever, but he's alive, you know?
Yep.
And go, God damn it. He's acting up again.
Put him back in the hole.
Anyway.
That's wrong.
It is. Whatever. Free speech, bitches. Until that's taken away. Next election cycle when we lose.
Fucking socialists.
We'll lose. I'm not on anybody's side. I think it's all bullshit. I don't care who you stand for. I think it's all fucking political bullshit. And it's only there to make you give them money. We're fighting over who are we going to give money to. Like, everybody's screaming at each other. It drives me crazy. None of it affects your life. Fucking don't. I just don't want to pay a bunch of taxes.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
This podcast, taxes. Like, every time I'm on here, like, fucking taxes. Let me tell you. Like, you're not informed about how tax system works. I know it's better now. That's what I like. Doc did my taxes very recently, and I like what I saw.
Good.
I didn't have to pay a fuck ton this year like I did every year.
I get money back every year, but that means I'm paying too much during the year.
Yeah, you're giving it away, man.
It sucks.
We need to tax manatee rape. Apparently, it's going on a lot. Tax it, and then you can rape, or you get raped.
Tax manatees. Tax those. They're not making any money, are they?
Manatees?
Who knows?
They're not documenting their income from all the manatee rape people.
Sons of bitches.
Oh no, I fell in the water again. Oh, my pants came off the undertow.
They don't move very fast. You know, like,
I don't know. Did you see the video?
Maybe that's why they get raped.
Did you see the video? There's a video at the end where he's like swimming around or dragging her.
Oh yeah. They're strong. They're strong.
They got flippers, fin
but
hands.
They don't swim very deep sometimes. That's why they all have scars on their backs. Maybe that's not from boat propellers. They're like into that sadistic shit. They're like, whip me. People are just spanking them with their so they got scars on their backs. What do they sound like? Manatee moans.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, it feels good. Oh. Let's get into it.
Get into it.
The fucking bullshit.
Some CDC stuff.
I'm gonna call out this whole fucking coronavirus. I'm sure other people are. This podcast, there's about 700,000 of them around.
Yeah.
You can look up. I just heard that today.
That's it? 700,000?
700,000.
That's a lot.
I saw a fucking podcast from a fucking electrician talking about electrician stuff. Like, about
I wonder if he's monotone.
Like, more useful than this one.
Oh, man.
I mean, like you, I just enjoy doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So the interaction, and funny shit that comes out of it. Having a conversation without phones.
Yep.
And computers around.
You don't see shit.
But yeah, I'm sure it's more useful to people than this fucking podcast and a lot of other podcasts.
Yeah, man. Did you listen to that electrician podcast the other day?
You know what's a good idea?
No, I fucking didn't. I was listening to Violent Professional, though.
Yeah. You know what's a good good idea for a podcast? True crime. That hasn't been done yet. No, it's just like every fucking thing out now. I don't know if you listen to them. There's one that I like. I'm not going to
There's a million TV shows about it, too.
Yeah, everything's overdone.
It is.
It's funny with the podcast, like, I tell people that don't know I'm doing a podcast, which is like, whatever.
Yeah.
And the first thing every single one that just learns, like, I did a podcast. Mm-hmm. They're like, how do you make money doing that? Why the fuck is that the first question everybody asks about? It's every single time. How do you make money doing that? I just fucking enjoy doing it.
Nuts.
But if you want to give me some money, you can go to patreon.com/violentprofessional.
Well, it runs off of donations, you know?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like the focus of people. I tell people, like, money is not really my focus. I used to focus on it pretty heavily with just business and stuff like that, which is what you got to do in business. You got to focus on the fucking dollar bills. But it's like overwhelms people's lives. And so I gave up on thinking about dollars. And now I just run it like a normal fucking, like, everything's run like a job.
Let it run itself.
Minus this is enjoyable. I can't have a fucking hobby. It's a hobby, man.
What you got to do is send out your manatee bitches to collect. All right?
It's hard here.
It's Florida.
Yeah. There's salt water, but they'd be a little chilly, in the Pacific.
They might die.
Yeah. Put one manatee there, like, where the fuck did you get that?
Why is it so fucking cold?
I drove it in my rice burner in the hatchback. Fucking
just sitting in the back, just
like, fuck. He's free, and he's like, oh, he's dead. He's fucking dead.
You get all the way back, and then you look back, and he's got a boner. You're like, fuck, I got a male one. Just that, weird penis sticking out.
Or if I have the intense urge to eat it out, then it's like, it's like, oh, that was a woman. That was a woman tea. Woman tea. Woman tea.
I wonder if people eat them.
Manatee meat.
Manatee.
Fucking
manatee steak. Just get a big old manatee steak, man. Just
the buffalo of the fucking panhandle.
Yeah. Oh man.
Chicken of the panhandle.
Fucking sea cows, man.
Manatee is the chicken of the panhandle, and that's the t-shirt. It's the fucking t-shirt, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, fat manatee steak.
It's probably all just fat.
Yeah.
I assume they're just fat
blubbery,
fucks.
kind of like a seal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonder if people go manatee clubbing like they do seal clubbing.
They don't have to. They swim into the propeller.
Fuck, that's right.
They're the fucking
they kill themselves.
The lemmings of the ocean. Scary diseases is on the list next.
Yeah,
you're all diseases. A bunch of idiots if you're wearing a fucking mask.
As I'm
unless it's like a manatee mask and you're about to rape somebody, like it's
it's terrible.
Like you would put on a fucking manatee mask and you're swimming around the ocean.
You need a manatee costume that inflates so you look fat.
Yeah. We gotta get those. That's my mask. We were talking about getting fucking
movie quality
mask.
Movie quality costume. Yes.
I'll be a fucking manatee. Be two manatees. Intertwined.
So you want to be raped? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to podcast with nothing but rape on my mind. People are fucking ridiculous. Big news story. Coronavirus. SARS. Fucking what's the chicken pox? Everybody gets chicken
pox.
Bird
flu, swine flu.
All the same fucking thing as coronavirus.
West Nile virus.
I wonder if there's it's outbreak, right? People are getting sick from it, but I wonder if there is some sort of fucking, like you posted that meme today about like the same fucking outrage.
Every few years. Oh, we're all going to die from this.
We're all going to fucking die. And
everybody's going to die from this.
Much like everything else happening, it's a fucking scare tactic to get people to do something.
Yep.
The mask industry was fucking...
They're booming.
Yeah.
They're booming right now.
I think it's funny. There's a certain kind of mask you to wear. It's not just a surgical mask. You to wear a certain kind.
Respirating mask, yeah.
And people are just walking around in masks.
People are buying stupid little masks that don't do a fucking thing.
I mean, it gives an excuse for people that like to smell their own breath.
Dude, that or they wear it wrong. I saw pictures of people with like the mask, but it's below their nose, so it's going in their mouth. I'm like, okay, are you the infected one, or what the fuck's going on? I mean, that'd still be wrong, but
It's always coming out of fucking China, man. Always coming out of China. Like, stop eating fucking animals.
Stop eating live animals is what it is.
You should be able to do that. No.
Stop eating raw.
Get out of the fucking Stone
animals.
Ages. You're not supposed to eat live shit. If an octopus is climbing out of your mouth, it's not supposed to be eaten. Smash it at least. Fucking take it by the tentacles and smash that shit.
Stop
and then
moving
fucking
first.
eat it.
Yeah.
Cook it. You don't gotta eat raw shit. What are you trying to prove?
There's parasites in raw shit.
Yeah.
It's parasites in cooked shit.
And what's fucked up is like, dude, if I had a weakened immune system, I would be scared of eating a grilled cheese or something.
Yeah.
Eating a fat manatee burger,
Manatee
like-
burgers.
People are going to steal these great business ideas.
Oh, man.
But like, why do they eat? They have, I mean, it seems to me, is it they have a weak immune system over there? Or
That's
they
what they
just
That's
fucking,
what they think. So it's
they eat so much
highly-
crazy shit. Like people in the United States generally have pretty decent immune system. Like we still die like the rest of the world, but like people here generally like
live a little bit longer sometimes.
they have better health care in some places, but like we have like you got to put some dirt on your hands and eat some poo from time to time.
Got to build up that immunity.
But they don't. Like they eat all that crazy shit with all the bacteria and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Eating puffer fish and shit. It's like, you got a fucking 80% chance of dying from eating this.
Pretty sure that's Japan.
Whatever. Same shit. This podcast is gonna be the end of the world. I thought it was gonna be China. I'm gonna start a world war.
Oh man.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're overreacting in my opinion. Highly dense populated areas. China.
1.7 billion people.
1.7 billion. You know how many people in the U.S.? It's like 300 something million.
370 something million.
Yeah. So what the fuck is everybody getting their panties in a bunch when the majority of the cases are in China? Yes. And then it traveled to places that have no fucking clear border system.
Did you see when they fucking started locking the place down?
Yeah,
like, get the fuck out! Spread it. I mean, that's like fucking spread it.
It's throughout like basically every country in Europe. That's because they have open borders there. You can cross from one country to another without an issue. And people don't want to fucking talk about it. They're like feeling sick. They're like, nope, I'm not feeling sick.
It's not the zombie virus.
No. But they've made it out to be that. It's heresy for you to be coughing in public. It's just taboo for you to be sick at all in public now.
Dude, the fucking they're talking about closing schools in the state.
People
and shit
are getting their asses beat.
The fucking the Washington CDC, I think they were like, yep, it's it's scary, but we're gonna treat it as anything else, like the normal flu, like because that's what it is.
Like, basically,
people are freaking out. Like if you didn't know, it's like yes, people are dying from it, but people die way more from the common cold.
Yeah,
than they do from
every
year. And I've got some stats on it because I thought it was. I was like, "How are we going to talk about this?, like, because we wanted to talk about it, right?"
You
like,
equate it the same way you do with that fucking vape law coming out.
Yeah.
Like 5, 10, 15 people died because of vapes causing some fucking problem with their lungs. You know how many people died from cigarettes?
Yeah. You know what's a bigger killer than fucking common cold and flu? Driving your car.
Yeah. There you go. Fuck.
Fucking self-inflicted gunshots to the head. So here's some stats on it. There's currently 84,000, a little over 84,000 cases.
Which is a lot.
Across the world. 7 billion people. It's not a lot.
I mean,
but anyway, yes. There's only been 28. It's almost 29. It's going on 2,900 deaths.
Yeah.
That's scary. Dying from getting from a cold.
90% of those in highly densely populated areas.
But guess what? Good news, kids.
Old and young. That's it. If you're middle-aged, you're fine, guys.
Just if you're old and you're young, stop eating buttholes out. Like that's, I mean, don't
cough into your partner's mouth.
Don't let a manatee touch you. Like don't eat a fucking snake that's trying to bite you. Octopus, off limits. Just maybe don't do that. You keep getting fucking sick over there with animal-borne diseases.
Did they say it was like a bat or something? Like they were eating bats.
A bat soup.
Man,
that's where they
fucking
like
bat soup.
they think one of the
love me a good bat soup.
So there's 84,000 cases, 2,800 plus have died from it across the world. But good news, almost 37,000 people have gotten sick from it and then go, oh yeah, I'm fine. Like,
yeah.
Because it's just like the
like
fucking
a week later,
flu.
I'm like, yeah, feeling better now.
Yeah. Here's a little trick you could play. If you're having like a bad day, like you have the flu, you could just go to somebody like, stay away from me. I've got the coronavirus.
Somebody's going to come arrest you in a fucking Haz suit.
Yeah.
Just throw you in the back of a white van, spray you down. They're going to
over
strip your clothes off and spray you down. Just
What's even more interesting is the CDC estimates cold and flu has killed 56,000 people per year. That's a fucking average. Sometimes it's more.
56,000.
Every year,
flu.
Someone can die from the flu. So just shut the fuck up. Like, stop freaking out. You can wear a mask all you want, but hopefully it's a manatee mask. Someone's got to tell me how many times I say manatee on this. But seriously, that's ridiculous. Like, people freaking out over that. Shut the fuck up.
It's crazy.
Stupid fucks.
It's just the next big scare, man. It'll disappear shortly.
I've got something interesting, though.
Ooh.
10 worst plagues in history.
Spanish flu was one of them, wasn't it?
Yep. This is from health.com.
Ooh.
Or no, health. What is it from? I don't even have the site. I can't even cite this. So history is dotted with epidemics and plagues. Do you have it? Or you got something else? Oh, don't read that. That's gonna trick you with it. I got a little note on there.
Continue.
Trick you with it. I was gonna surprise you with the dastardly disease that fucking shit. I ruined it. There's a lot of plagues that has happened. 10 of them in particular.
Worst plagues in history.
I'm not going to read about them, but they had a Moscow plague and riot. So it appeared like there was a plague, and appeared like a zombie apocalypse movie where people were running around with pitchforks and shit.
Plague and riot at the same
1771, yeah. People were sick and they're pooping their pants and running after each other.
Weird.
Probably biting each other. Forced quarantines, destructive of contaminated property without compensation or control. Closing of public baths, that's general print, good all around.
What's that one? The Great Plague, or is that another
Moscow
one? Is
one?
that following one?
The Great Plague of Marseille.
Marseille. It's France.
God damn, I'm not educated. There's that bunch of fucking people dead in the
fucking
pit.
Athens.
Plague of Athens. That was in
I'm noticing this is all in highly populated European countries.
Plague of Milan. American plagues of the 16th century.
There we go.
Wrong. European scanner. There's a picture of some fucking Aztec people ripping out hearts. Fuck yeah, they shouldn't do that either.
No.
Here's good
ripping
advice.
Out hearts, you start dying of famine, right?
I'm gonna give some advice that's gonna change your life. Don't fuck manatees, even though their pussies look tempting. Don't fuck them. And don't let them rape you with their penises. They look like alien dicks. Don't get the coronavirus by eating bats in bowls of soup that are trying to obviously fly away. They deserve freedom as well. You want to talk about all these people?
Just fucking splashing and you're just trying to eat it.
Shut up. It's going to happen. Great Plague of London.
Great Plague of London.
I didn't finish that thought. So don't do any of that shit and you'll be fine. And don't rip out hearts. Everybody's like, drink from the skulls of your enemy. You probably shouldn't do that either.
You probably fucking mad cow disease, mad human disease.
You're going to get the coronavirus. The plague of the Justinians. 540 AD.
That's a long time ago.
The third pandemic happened in the 1950s.
The third.
I don't know what the
so
first
did they name what? Did they name the first one the first?
They probably did.
Weird.
They called it that when it happened. They're like, this is the first pandemic.
The first pandemic.
And Big Daddy Black Death. There's a lot of people that died from that. 25 to 50 million.
That's a fucking lot.
Yep.
Damn.
Then there's some clickbait articles about 60 things no longer accepted, but boomers still think are cool. Dope.
I'm glad you didn't click on that
next time. Did you hear that, Mom? It's all your fault.
Fuck you, Mom.
This is coming from two millennials. Yeah, so Manatee, we covered a lot. Manatee rape being one of them. Flat Earth Rocket Man and scary diseases. I'd like to tell you about some other diseases.
Do it.
So I looked this up on the CDC current outbreak list, and there's the coronavirus disease. Isn't that a fucking virus and a disease are two different things?
Yes.
So why hey, CDC, change your fucking list, dude.
Yep.
Be smart on that. Hard-boiled eggs, listeria infections.
You
Cooking eggs. Get you listeria. Don't do that.
Don't cook your eggs. Just launch them.
You talked about it before. Yeah. Where's that trebuchet? Show the people in the video. Finally got it for the fucking studio, dog. Look at this shit. Fine construction. It's got it. Maybe don't run into the mic.
1,000 gram.
1,000 gram Violent Professional custom built egg trebuchet.
Boom.
I mean, it's machined wood, but it's custom built because it's got a little sticker. You talked about it before, Mark, but lung injury associated with e-cigarettes.
Yep.
Why is that an outbreak? What the fuck is an outbreak? Do you know about that? I don't know
what the limits are to make it an outbreak.
But what is going on with it?
What's going on with it?
I don't even know.
A few people bought some janky parts and like liquids for their e-cigarettes. Guess where from? From China.
From a Chinese
they're basically bootleg like flavors and stuff that they put into their e-cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then they're smoking them and they're getting some lung infections and fucking dying from it.
Look at that.
Don't do stupid shit.
Don't buy stupid shit off of fucking eBay.
Buy the ones that are FDA controlled, stuff like that, and then there you go. You won't die.
You're gonna outlaw e-cigarettes. Fuck you. Let people kill themselves. Who cares?
Nancy Pelosi's trying to put something into have a bill signed into law about banning flavored tobacco too.
She should worry about the homeless population in California first.
Fuck.
She looks like the crypt keeper.
Her teeth are gonna fall out every time I see her talk.
So she's fucking drunk. This is not about the egg virus, listeria. You got raw milk, drug-resistant brucella, measles outbreak. Milk. Just happened in Washington. Everybody's freaking out. Fucking stick your kids, man.
Yeah.
Like, stick them with antibiotics. Don't stick them in other ways. It's like, don't fucking take that the wrong way. Hepatitis A in multiple states among people who are homeless and people who use drugs.
Sharing needles.
Yep.
And you know what? Now they got plenty of needles from those needle handouts.
Yep.
Fuck.
Well, those are clean. I mean, it's better until they get thrown on the ground and some fucking bum gets, wants to get hopped
sweet,
up.
A needle.
It's like, maybe there's heroin in that, and just fucking jams it in his dick. And there's one that rules them all, and I think you need to be worried about this. Damn it. Get that out of here. Where's the other sheet? It's attached to this one on the next page. That's, you know what I just did?
You just threw the Rocket Man.
Threw the Rocket Man down on the ground, kind of like what happened to him. That's fucked up. Oh, well. I think everybody's got to worry about this one disease. It's fucking the outbreak of multi-drug resistant Campylobacter infections. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
It's the cute little puppy disease that they're giving you.
The cute little puppy disease.
It's called Campylobacter, but I like to call it Campylobaxter.
Oh, if it's puppies.
He's a fucking rascal. That's more fitting. They should have.
Yeah,
they could have thought. Who comes up with these names?
They should pay you to come up with disease names.
I'll be their muse. Gut diseases? Let me fucking think of how to call it. For puppies, Campylobaxter. Eat the whole wheel of cheese. I'm not even bad.
It's going impressive.
30 people infected with it. CDC is freaking out over everything now, obviously, because
they get paid to freak people out.
You get it by letting puppies lick your fucking face. Like,
oh shit.
Even when they're healthy and clean.
Everybody's gonna die from puppies.
Just fucking don't let your dogs lick your fucking mouths.
Yeah, don't make out with your fucking dog.
It's got to be the other way. This is what they're giving advice, like some advice. Like, obviously, don't let dogs lick around your mouth and face. Don't let dogs lick your open wounds and areas with broken skin.
There's that myth that everybody's like, oh, dogs' mouths are like super clean.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't let it lick your wounds.
Take your dog and get regularly treated. And then wash your hands after cleaning up urine, pee, feces, and poop. There's directions for a reason.
Wait, you're supposed to wash your hands after?
Yeah. I'd like to keep the shit clean as I pick it up with my hand and no thing. Like, there's a reason that they tell people that this stuff, it's like, who would these directions be for? It's like, It's like the same thing. I said it to you the other day. It's like, why is there a direction on a pizza box to take off the wrapper of the fucking, like, don't cook it in the plastic wrapper because people are fucking idiots.
Yes.
But I pose this also. Why are those directions there? Because people that fucking know or don't know to take the plastic wrapper off when they fucking cook their pizza probably can't read.
Good point.
It's ironic, isn't it? Fucking idiots. Don't pick up dog shit. You won't get Campylobacter, even the cutest disease ever.
You made me lick the white dog shit.
Fuck you, Gardecki. Yeah, clean up messes safely. Clean up peep and poop or vomit immediately and disinfect the area. Don't leave the dog shit around your house. You got a bunch of cats, you know?
Yeah, clean up your fucking mess.
I was not happy to see that cats weren't on the fucking list. This is an outbreak. I feel like cats should be the fucking fault of everything. You know? I'm surprised more cats.
Blame them. Fucking blame them.
Cats aren't fucking killing people in China.
No, that's because... Never mind.
What? They eat them? Of course they do. It's well known. Documented. Don't eat fucking cats, kids.
Don't eat cats.
Give you fucking... I don't care how many people say, no, my cat's cool. It's like, your cat's not fucking cool. It doesn't like you, and it will claw you. The only reason cats want to be around you is because you give them tuna fish cans.
Yeah, you give them food.
Otherwise, they would run away.
I have to make noises to get food from my owner.
Yeah. Any cat that has ever been in my house, because I will never say that I've owned a cat, but when I was a kid, we had a cat. You used to bring back fucking mice and put them on the doorstep. They're trying to kill you because you can't have mice in your house. It's not a gift like they like to say. This was a gift for you. It's
I want to plague my owners with whatever diseases this mouse has.
Your sadistic little cat tortured that rat. He would have eaten it if he was fucking hungry. He tortured that rat and then bring it and dropped it at your feet. We had one that brought it in the house one time and put it next to a fucking chair when I was a kid. Remember that? Like, what the fuck? Fucking crazy. It's going to give you diseases.
Yeah,
like
killing birds. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they got
Think about the birds.
Think about the birds.
Speaking of birds, I saw some video recently. I mean, this happens more often than people think.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
like flocks of thousands of birds just falling out of the sky and dying, hitting the ground.
What's that from? I've heard of that. It's usually over like
I forgot the word for it.
Salton Sea and shit, right?
Yeah. This one happened in the U.S. somewhere recently. I don't remember where.
Cool.
But I watched the video. It was very, very brief. I wonder if I could find it.
We have all the knowledge in the world in front of us at our fingertips.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't like phones around, they're a great tool. Like, we can look up shit. I just don't like it because it fucks up the audio, you know?
Yeah.
Not for like if you put it in the recording device, it'll fuck it up a little bit. But we have all the knowledge in the world. We're becoming androids.
We are.
And we'd always go, I wonder what that's like. It's like, I'll never figure that out. We go to a library like the old days. Like,
mystery is hundreds of dead birds fall out of the sky in December 11th, 2019. That's a lot.
Hundreds. Doesn't say why.
Hundreds of dead birds. Yeah, it just says mystery. Why are birds falling? There's a whole National Geographic thing on it. Wow. That's 2011.
Hey, so speaking of mysteries, didn't they solve the Oak Island shit?
No, they didn't.
I thought the season was coming. I just saw something that was like they figured out what all this shit is.
No.
It's just gonna keep going on.
It's still good. Well, they've found some crazy shit. Like I just watched this week's episode yesterday.
Yeah,
I think it was yesterday. Anyways,
no spoiler alerts because this
it's already
airing after this shit's
already
well
aired.
Over.
So, they're digging in the swamp right now on the island. There's a swamp on the island. So originally they're supposed to be digging in the money pit, trying to find whatever's at the bottom of that. Well, at the same time, they're searching two other areas. They're searching the cove, which leads in towards the money pit.
Yeah.
And they're finding all kinds of these like structures and fucking things that people have built there, but they're all underground. So they're digging up this stuff which could have been the land at one point, but for that much dirt to be piled on top of all that shit over the course of 300 years is beyond me. Like, that's crazy. This. So they found so much shit there, and that's where they found like there's this Iron Cross and stuff from Templars and stuff. But they're finding they go to the swamp. They're digging in the swamp. They got permits and stuff. They figured it out how to do it. They figured out it's man-made, and they figured out it was like 1600s. They're like, what the fuck? Why is this here? And then they go back in Templar times, medieval times is when they think like the people first started fucking with it. So there's also, when they do this LiDAR stuff, they're finding, it's like underground radar. They found the shape of a Spanish galleon in the middle of the swamp. So they think that like they brought a ship in there and then sunk it on purpose and then filled in that part with land and water to make it like a swamp, to cover up what they didn't want to be found. So there's with this one part called the Eye of the Swamp where they found some fucking tools and like digging tools and stuff. I'm like, why the fuck are you going to have a pickaxe and a piece of metal and like some other iron stuff in a swamp? And they're from like the 1700s or 1600s. So they have all of it tested, all their metals and stuff tested and their tools and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, that's from this period of time. And all the wood they find, they have it tested. Oh, that's from this period of time. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So
on
close.
This little fucking island. Nuts, man.
Do you think they'll ever figure it out?
I think they'll figure something. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's a lot of shit they're learning from that, and it's more extensive than people ever thought.
Yeah.
People were like, okay, there's going to be a hole. You dig down and you'll find whatever's at the bottom of it. And then people started searching and it started flooding. Why is it flooding? That shouldn't happen. It's supposed to be land.
Yeah.
There's no water coming up from the fucking bottom of it, and it's salt water.
Yeah.
So there's got to be tunnels leading to that pit. Why are there tunnels leading to that pit? So on and so forth.
Yeah.
And just
how many seasons are there?
Elaborate.
How many seasons?
7?
Seasons?
6 or 7. 7. I think it's season 7.
It's almost overwhelming to where I was like, just tell me about what happens.
Well, it's cool because like each season they get progressively better at searching.
Yeah.
And they use different techniques every season and find different shit every season.
That's cool. That's cool. I should probably start watching it. Started watching that Cats thing, and I just didn't get there. I stopped. So I learned the ending.
Yeah.
But yeah. You want to do this thing? Fucking read some shit at the end? Unless you got something else you want to fucking bring to everybody's attention.
CoreConceptsUS.com.
Core Concepts.
Hidden things, hidden manatees.
Do it. Go support them.
Hidden tongs.
Hidden tongs. Logan, make it happen. A tong fucking... He's sending up...
Tong holster.
Should be here today. Something for the
fucking
studio.
Tong holster.
Those fucking...
the trays?
EDC trays.
Fucking A.
I'm excited.
Dope.
That'll be on feature. Also, if you want to send some shit to me, to put in here...
For this beautiful shelf.
You want to see if you're watching the videos on the YouTubes, you can... I built this shelf. I said we, like, that's the crarazy part about business or whatever.
Pictures.
It's like I got a bunch of things
some
on.
Pictures of it.
Yeah. Built this out of fucking brawn and wit.
What's wit?
I don't know. Still trying to figure it out. Yeah. Built this shelf to put shit on. If you want us to feature some shit, I don't know if you want to, put some stuff up, see it on video, you'd be like, that's my thing.
Somebody's going to send you a fucking dildo.
I'm not putting that on there. I'm not one of those people that think that shit's funny.
Oh, it's gonna be there.
It's funny. Like, don't get me wrong, it's funny, but I'll throw your...
Somebody's gonna send it to
throw
you.
your dildo out after I rape a manatee.
There is a dumpster right outside for all the shit you don't want to put up there. Just we'll use the trebuchet and just launch it into the dumpster.
For anybody planning on sending me a box of gummy dicks or anything like that, I've already got it, so you can't trick me. You know what that package looks like.
It's chocolate buttholes.
I'll ruin it for you. I'll take a box of chocolate buttholes. Send us some fucking like action figures or something. I'll put it on there.
Something cool to display.
Looking for a fucking cheetah bobblehead? That doesn't exist.
There you go.
Doesn't exist.
Somebody make one.
Yeah, somebody make a bobblehead. We'll put it up, and then we'll give you a shout out, and then you'll be famous to whatever level you want to be famous.
Extra credit if you use a real cheetah.
Yeah. I mean, it's only going to last a few days, I assume, but you're probably going to have some issues.
AriesClothing.com.
Yeah.
Any codes? No codes. Just spend some money.
Yeah.
Evil Vibes.
There's a code out right now, but this is going to air well after that. There's tons of codes. Just search your heart, your feelings, and you'll find it. Type in a bunch of numbers on the fucking coupon code. I'm sure eventually
something will pop up.
Eventually you'll get something.
EvilVibesCo.com. And Strikeforce Energy. Pump bottle over there.
Yeah.
Use code Evil Vibes for 20%
looking for
off.
That thing. I know it's in here, but I'm like, fuck, I gotta go buy more energy.
If you spend over $35, you get free shipping.
There you go. You gotta do the fucking advertisements. just record your voice and then fucking play it. I'll edit it in.
Go to patreon.com/violentprofessional and support this awesome fucking podcast.
We got Eric as a new member of that, a new subscriber.
Patreon.
And he's going to hear this and he's going to fucking shoot his goo all over the place. Eric with a K. Thank you for signing up.
Core Concepts.
Thank you for signing up, Eric, on Patreon. I appreciate it. You're gonna get fucking flooded in your email. I actually do more shit on Patreon than a lot of places. I subscribe to a couple of places on Patreon. You know, ones I'm kind of spying on them to see how they do it.
Yeah.
But like they don't post that much. It's like
weird.
There's one podcast that I like to listen to, and I support them on Patreon. But they post like literally once every 3 months, and it's usually to sell shit, and people just fork money over it.
That's crazy.
So I like to do Patreon different. I just see I look at their stuff and I want to support them because I think that they're good. So like I like listening to them, support them. You can support us or them for as little as $1. But it's interesting to see the amount of people that fork over cash to them and then they don't give them anything in return. So I like to, like
to give a little something.
There was one where they were giving out, like they do comedy shows, they're comics.
Yeah.
And they give out like early release tickets and they get a discount or whatever. So they do that. But it's like literally, I think the 1 year they do a lot of their episodes, but even lately they've been falling off. They're like posting them early. And they do an episode a week, like or sometimes more. And they do, they have a TV show also they do, but they just don't post as much as you would think, like for the amount of people.
No special content for their Patreon listeners.
Yep. So like I like to give shout outs and then make content like that video that's on Instagram. I sent you the longer version.
Dude,
okay. So awesome.
I just kept laughing.
I'm about to eat nachos. It's fucking so dope.
Sucks.
There were so many like options where I was like, it's just the same thing over and over again. It could be. It's just
you can just put
so many
tagline there and just fucking laughing. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, so I put out longer content or like different content on Patreon, and people like Eric who have signed up, I appreciate a lot. And so after he like goes fuck this and
we appreciate you,
doesn't
Eric.
Sign up, I'm gonna take that back, Eric. Damn you. In the future, damn you, Eric. No. So yeah, like it's interesting to put different. It's hard because like I want to put out the content to everybody. Like I make this shit, I'm like I want to put it out there, but patrons get the special treatment. Special episodes early. They've already heard this when you guys are listening to it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Patreon.com. Go support the podcast if you believe in me. You believe in Mark. And you believe in the power of the Death Cheetah. You believe in the guys from Florida. You believe in this duck that's on my fucking...
You know what we need to get? It's a push button. Just has the cheetah growl or cheetah...
Dude.
Cheetah roar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That fucking douchebag I sent you the video of.
Yeah.
He does that, but a different... fucking thing. He's so obnoxious, bro. I don't want to say his name. He's a super wealthy dude, but like the whole focusing on fucking, there's a lot of people like, don't focus on the money, just focus on your dreams and shit. He's completely opposite. He's like, and it's from what some of the stuff he's saying makes sense. It's like money makes things easier. Like, but he's so focused on it. It's like one of those things I can't, like, I look at this video, I'm like, what is this cringy ass dude gonna say? Fuck, man.
Yep.
But anyway, that was fucking fun talking about diseases and shit yet again.
Yeah, don't fall for all that shit, please.
Don't just think outside the mask.
Unless it's a manatee mask.
Yeah. And then you're free to rape another manatee. Whatever. All right.
Cool. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you like this episode, please consider subscribing to us on Patreon by visiting patreon.com/violentprofessional. By subscribing, you have access to all the episodes as soon as we upload, as well as bonus content that you can't see anywhere else. You can also support us by simply giving us a positive rating on your listening platform of choice. And above all, thank you for the continued support of the Violent Professional Podcast.